PMA. We is back in the movies.
You already know.
It's going to be a summer movie, too. You know what I mean? Jones coming out, and I want to go see Until Dawn. First of all,
don't spoil it for me because I'm watching it this week.
We would tell you about it, but you know, nutballs don't watch a movie.
I had to watch Thunderbolts. You ain't watched Thunderbolts, did you? You know what I'm saying? Thunderbolts, I don't want to ruin it for you.
I heard that joke.
If y'all seen it, y'all seen it. I want to get my Jones.
You know we marveling. Yeah,
I might have to hit y'all on a separate Jones on that.
But I seen Until Dawn, and I'm looking at the previews. Like it showed mad previews, and it was nothing but horror. Nothing but horror and suspense. And I'm like, that's just horror and suspense coming out?
Yeah. It's a lot of heat. It's a lot of heat. That's one of the reasons why we back. It's one of the reasons we back. Yeah, I figured it was the perfect time. We figured it's the perfect time. Not only the Sinners just dropped and we seen it.
You got Final Destination coming out on the 16th.
Come on.
You got goddamn. What's coming? Something coming out next week.
Bro, it's every week. It's heat dropping.
Stuff come out the end of the week, bro. And of course, summertime is gonna be.
Y'all be on the lookout. Just make sure y'all on the lookout. If there's a movie you want to see, make sure you check PMA on YouTube because most likely we're gonna have a review every week on something.
But today, Sinners. I've been seeing it. Took him forever to see it.
You know.
We're gonna talk about it now because it's still in the movies. It's crazy that this shit is still in the movies now.
It's only been 2 weeks.
I see stuff get up out of there 1 week, and they be like, man, get this up out of here, yo. We got something else in here.
Our last video was out of that motherfucker in 3 weeks. That damn Joker shit. That was the last vid we put out.
That Joker.
That motherfucker was on HBO Max 3 weeks after they came out in the theater.
That's what I'm saying, bro. like they all play that. Before we get all that, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, your feelings vibe, hit that notification bell to be in tune to all that bullshit and all movies coming in forward, yo, because we are thespians when it comes to the movies, yo. Thespians on the lookout for them lesbians.
Hey, yo.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. Enjoy the show. Bitch.
From the 215 to 302, we kick some facts and talk the news. We keeping it real while acting a fool. So pardon my arrogance and let me holla at you.
Hey, oh, snap, yo. Y'all know I ain't right, man. PMA was really good, yo.
We back.
We back in the movies, you said.
Perfect time to come back because we had a banger.
Banger, bro.
I don't care what nobody else say. It was a banger. Let's get that out the way right now. Sinners, Michael B. Jordan, Ryan Coogler.
The goddamn build-up to this film was ginormous. From the people that seen the ones that get to see it early. And I was like, damn, yo. Like, usually I don't like stuff that got a lot of hype. I'm like, man, stop the madness. But what it does is get your ass up in that theater. And as you see what they grossed,
and look,
they made all they bread back.
And this is going to be an interesting review because from my perspective, I went and seen it on a different angle because last summer when I was in the theater, I don't know what I watched, something we reviewed, they showed a preview for Sinners. Then, it was last summer when I seen the preview. And I remember it being a snippet, and this is the only thing I remembered going into it when I watched it this week was Michael B. Jordan, I seen him shooting a gun, and I seen vampires. That's all I knew going into the movie. I hadn't seen a trailer again since last summer. I hadn't heard about it. I know I seen everybody talking about it, but I was quelling that down because I didn't want to be.
You know what's crazy?
Spoiled.
Taking sequels and shit out. I don't think there's a lot of bad vampire movies. That's why I had good. There's not a lot of bad vampire movies, bro.
We might have to spin back on that because I'm sure
From
I
Dusk
can
Till
find
Dawn.
Yeah,
goddamn, Interview with a Vampire. Underworld. Goddamn
Vampire in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying?
Even spoofs like that. There's not a lot of bad vampire films.
You're right. It's hard to go wrong with vampirism.
Twilight.
You know
like,
it's just you can't really go wrong. It's vampirism.
It's a vampire movie, bro. Like for goddamn Van Helsing. Look at that. Nosferatu, Dracula. Like it's just you can't. Like it's just that's what it is, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going into it with it. I see. when you watch a lot of movies like we do, I got a checklist of things when I'm watching a film, right?
Right.
It has to keep me engaged the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Any lows with the point where I'm like, get to it.
100%.
That's starting to become
100%.
That brings the rating down for me.
Yep. Check.
Bad scores brings the rating down for
100%.
me.
100%.
Especially Joker with too much musical shit.
No,
We ain't gonna
my
go
God.
back to that.
Yeah.
Bad scores, visuals, cinematography, acting, plot. Bro, there's a lot of shit that goes. It's not just movies. It's like stories, books, podcast, audio books. Everything has the same criteria. It has to captivate the viewer, and have you interested. Okay, so Sinners. That's why I'm gonna get out here. I gave it a perfect score because it checked all of my boxes. Right. I was checking them as I was going. Like, okay. Because before you seen a vampire, I was fully intrigued in the story.
Well,
look, I was sitting there like,
let me jump in for a minute. Let me go back to what I had just said about last summer. I seen the preview. I didn't know nothing about it going into it. So I do got a little knock, and we're gonna come to the knock later because I gave it about a 9, and it's because of my knock. But like you said,
but that's still a high rating.
Oh yeah, it's still extremely high. Extremely high rating. Extremely high rating. But to what you're just saying, I just want to say, and a lot of people who I'm sure I haven't seen nothing online. I haven't looked because I stay offline about what people think. But I'm sure if people do have a knock, it's somewhere in the same line of.
I thought you were gonna do it later.
No, this ain't the knock. This ain't the knock. You was talking about Vampire, how long it took for that, and I wanted to chime in on that. It's like an hour in before you really realize it's a vampire flick.
If you didn't
know,
right.
So it's an interesting dynamic. Usually, something like that is deal breaker.
You know,
but
why?
it didn't break. It didn't break.
You know why? Why it wasn't deal breaker? Ooh,
why.
I'm like this fucking talk. You know why it wasn't deal breaker? Because the goddamn acting was pristine.
Top notch. The story, bro. The first hour, the story building.
First of all, the
world building.
Let's give a clap for goddamn Michael B. Jordan, because that motherfucker had to act twice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everything that everybody else was doing, he had to do.
Let me just say, how far have we come in technology?
Because we used to see that back in the day. You know how rare that was back in the day to see a split screen and they would never interact. These motherfuckers had me fooled.
How far
I was
have
like this.
we come?
Michael B. Jordan. Is it Michael A. Jordan in the goddamn credits?
I looked at my wife like, wait, this nigga ain't got no twin, right?
Bro,
the fuck is we doing? Like, damn, this is good.
But everything about the film. Even the opening like theater posters of the split between blue and red, the good. That's how I was like. I knew the red one was going to turn into the vampire.
And I didn't see none of that. I'm glad I didn't see nothing.
But when walking into the theater, you see the.
I ain't see it, bro. I was sneaking food in, so of course I ain't see shit.
You know how you do.
I just skated. Get my ticket. Let me in.
Wearing cargos and nobody else wearing cargos because
I had to go to the seat and unload all my stash and then go back out to get my kernels and shit.
Speaking of which, the kernel game got better, bro. Because I'm gonna get some kernels. Them boys got. First of all, they got the butter right, but they got wild seasonings.
Oh yeah.
Laced to this joint. I'm like, hold up, you can just grab it.
But while we on the subject, they really need to stop with this upcharge of we gonna put out a bucket. They got all these characters. Every movie that I've been going to see, we went to see the Minecraft movie, me and Miles recently. And they got the big ass, what are they called? Miles, no, I don't know. It was an Enderman. I don't know. But this shit was like $27 for one of these joints, bro. And it holds like the amount of a small popcorn, though, bro. Like, what, $27?
The one you can refill?
It was a big ass fucking plastic container joint.
But how often do you refill that? Because knowing me, I'll be snacking on kernels through the entire movie.
Yeah, I don't go back out. I don't leave the theater once I'm in there.
Eating kernels like
I don't know the last time I left out of a theater mid movie. That's against the law.
There was one person in my theater who had to use the bathroom. I was like,
it's a damn shame. Listen, I had to take a piss. The wife did too, halfway in. And I refused to get up.
Nigga, what?
I was like, I'm waiting on a minute. Maybe a moment gonna come. No, it ain't coming. I gotta ride this shit out across my legs.
Because let's get back into it. We gave Michael B. Jordan his credit. Phenomenal.
Right.
But the way it starts, It starts. I love movies like this where it shows you a glimpse of the future, and then tell us how we got to this point.
Yeah,
I love shit like that because you know what it does.
I love it.
It grips you into like, oh, now I'm fully invested to see how we got here because he looks crazy.
And this is the kicker again from the aspect of I didn't really know it's a vampire movie, even though I got an idea it is. And when you see that snippet of him walking into the church and whatnot with the broken guitar, I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? Look at his face. I can't wait to find out what happened to him, bro.
Bro, but that's the beautiful thing about movies. Sometimes getting to the climax of the movie is the best part.
Absolutely.
Right? Because sometimes the climax can be like, except for the fucking goddamn last Spider-Man movie, because I was waiting for that climax for I don't know how long, and we still got another fucking movie we got to see.
Yeah.
But, you know, we're going to talk about the Miles Morales shit, because that was bullshit. Because I'm sitting there the whole time like, where's the climax? Oh, it ain't got no climax because there's another fucking part. Whatever. And we ain't going to get that because the other goddamn boy done took a reprieve because he can't get no cooch.
Man.
But she's in this movie.
I got a side
She's in this movie.
Me and Miles was just talking about how that was possibly the best trilogy ever to come out back to back to back, and they dropped the damn ball. I just can't get it off my head, bro. That was possibly about to be a top 3 all-time trilogy. And it was releasing in back to back sequential years, and he dropped the ball, and now we don't know if we ever get in a third one. Horrible. Was it Sony? Is it Sony?
Yeah, Shamik.
You fucking.
It's all Shamik fault because he came to me. I can't get no coaching, man.
Bruh.
But Michael B. Jordan had no problem tearing out Cody up this episode. Anyway. But the smoke and snack shit, right?
Right.
I was more intrigued
Who is
about these niggas.
What
bro.
did they?
Like,
What did they go through?
I'm sitting like this. Go to Chicago. I want to see what happens in Chicago.
Give me a snippet.
So now I'm starting to think this that prohibition shit.
Yeah,
like this
I mean,
around that age, the prohibition. Like they was in some wild shit. Remember that all that the whole movie they was hitting at it.
Yeah.
Like, yo, they gonna come back and get y'all.
And you can see they got wild respect everywhere they go. Like all of this is playing in, and the world building in this thing, bro.
I'm sitting here like, oh, so these motherfuckers name ring bells.
Right.
But it's 2 different type of characters. And the way they talked about each other, I was like, something gonna happen to one of these things. Because first of all, they ain't gonna have Michael B. Jordan acting both times the whole movie.
The whole movie,
So when I seen him die, I was like, okay, here we go. He's gonna die, they're gonna kill him.
Right.
But when I said, oh, they all let him come back as a vampire, so he's still gonna act. And of course, nigga come out with the vest with no shirt on. I'm like, it won't be a Michael B. Jordan movie if that nigga ain't fucking come out wild svelte. But I'm sitting there like, all right, cool, bet. So I'm sitting there watching like, all right, when they gonna get to the vampires? Then the Indian shit happened. So I'm sitting there like, oh, they setting it up now because it's about to get dark.
Right.
Oh, that's one of my issues with it. Like, what happens to the Indians?
Well, the Indians
they got going. It was it, bro.
Just be on to you. We out.
They gave him the warning like, yo, you let him in your
Park
crib.
up the J. We on the way home.
Oh, you let him in your crib. Oh, all right.
Cool.
Yo, get the saddles, yo. We fuck out of here, bro. It was chopped cheese at that point. But the thing was, they played it on a whole thing because they told the bull like, yeah, don't fuck with us, yo, because we smoke and stack. We'll fuck you up.
Right.
You can bring us some KK shit,
Right.
but that's the whole time they was gonna do the shit anyway.
Right.
And that shit caught me for a loop when they came back and was
At the
like,
end.
yeah, like
Right.
this boy right here, his daddy and them, they was gonna come fucking kill. They gonna come kill y'all in the morning anyway. So I'm sitting there like, oh, that's a whole nother plot twist. So now I'm like, all right, cool. But my biggest like what I enjoyed was the hidden like lessons and shit in there. Like when they went to that dance scene.
All right.
Was some of the best. That was some of the best, like them visuals of that continuous.
I'm gonna let you get it out. I'm gonna let you get it out.
And when they kept changing the inner, like the visuals of like, oh my god, bro.
All right, let me go because we here, so let's stay here. This is my knock, actually. This is the reason I gave it a 9. So I think it's very interesting that you went there because that is my knock.
Why? Because the bitch is trucking?
No. All right, let's back up for a step. I thought the audio, the music, the choice of music.
The score was great.
Leading up to this moment, right? Absolutely amazing, bro. And I mean, I don't know if it was the theater I was in. I wasn't in the IMAX, but it was absolutely hitting. When he's getting busy in the car, I was feeling this brother with the blues, bro.
Buddy.
I
heard Buddy really nice like that.
When what's my man from Crooklyn? What's the dad's from?
Delroy Lindo,
when
baby.
Delroy, when they first run up on Delroy, bro, the audio had me in my vibe, right? So then we get to this scene that we referencing.
Oh, real quick, before you know, did you You know about the history, right? Like the devil was musician.
Yeah.
The whole.
I heard about it.
Yeah.
I heard about it.
Yeah.
This is the thing. This is the thing. So when that scene happens, where Sammy starts getting loose and invoking the ancestors and everything, right? I thought personally, especially because, again, I'm the viewer, and I know I'm not the only one who went and seen this movie and didn't necessarily know it was a vampire movie. Up until that point, if you think about it, you really don't know that it's a vampire movie still. They got this juke joint and it's going down. Something's going to happen in the next half of the movie. I know we're an hour in, but I don't know what from that aspect of you don't know it's a vampire joint. And then so you get into it, Sammy get loose, he invoked their ancestors. And I'm thinking when it's happening, all right, here it is, it's about to happen. And then it's like 5 minutes later and it's still the same scene. I thought that scene went way too long, for one. And for two, because I understand it on the back end of the movie of what that scene was, what it was doing, and why the vampire wanted Sammy and this, that, and the third. For the average viewer, I think that scene goes over most people's heads. Well, I really think that scene goes over most people's heads. You know why I didn't
mind it? Because of the talking that was happening at that point when they were explaining.
Yeah. And
the visuals of, remember, everybody that was all the relationships that was crafted before that scene. Mm-hmm. We paid attention to Smoke and his little witch doctor John, TVA John. I didn't know she looked like that. I seen her busted in the TVA. Like she TVA stand for
oh.
No titties, vaginas, or ass, nigga. Like that's what they stood for, nigga. But I'm sitting there looking at her like, oh, he gonna pop this John from the business. Oh, okay.
Right.
But that was crafted. Stack and Shorty was crafted. Mm-hmm. Boy that's eating a sweaty box out was crafted. I mean, we gonna get to that because come on.
I mean, we there. We might as well stay there. Come on, Sammy. Come on, Sammy.
Like I said, I want to see how you take the sweaty box, John.
She said, I walked here, baby. You know the crib like 10 miles.
Like, you ain't get no coochie like that.
Fuck, come on, Sammy.
But he's smooth though.
Preacher's boy.
Like he was smooth though.
I mean, like I get that. I just want to taste it.
No, I'm talking about the first.
You're violating.
I'm talking about from the first instance of.
Where's your old hand, Sammy?
When the first instance of like, I don't give a fuck about your nut ass husband. Like he was.
Which while we there, let's just stay there. Goddamn, what's up with her in the white joint? Wild married up, loose booty Judy though.
But the white joint only married because Stack made her get married.
I get it, but loose booty Judy out here in these streets.
I knew he was gonna pop too. I knew. I was like, this boy over there, like, but all them shits was crafted,
right?
And you seen them in the dance floor.
Yeah, I thought it was
slow.
That's what I'm saying. I thought it was dope when it first started spinning. I'm like, oh, this shit lit. I'm tapping her like, yo, this shit lit. And then it went on too long.
You know what I think he wanted to do? Show off his camera, like. That boy Ryan Coogler is a film nerd, bro.
Yeah,
he want to show off his camera.
In Coogler's movies, they all got the same thing. The cinematography is always on a beam, bro.
Them camera angles of the
Remember what was it? Us? Was it called Us? With Lupita?
No, that's fucking.
The joint with the scissors and the doppelgangers.
That's not Coogler.
It was Coogler.
Was it?
Bro, it's Coogler. Come on, don't play me like that.
That's fucking. That's
Coogler,
the dude from goddamn
my
Key
bad.
and Peele.
It's Jordan Peele. You right? Coogler, Jordan Peele, same bull.
Coogler is both Black Panthers, Fruitvale Station.
Yeah, Fruitvale.
And the Creeds.
Yeah. Why? I don't know why I thought Jordan. All right, anyway, we just act like they ain't happening.
But I think he just wanted to show that continuous shot.
Right.
And I was like, I got that. I can see how that can be something.
Yeah.
But like I said, I didn't have no loss.
And that's what I was about to say. Yeah. For me, in that moment, when it went too long, I was like, oh, here we go. This shit went an hour straight with no flaws. It was a as we say in the CD game, it was a no skippable. And then that happened. And it took me down a little bit into a little bit of a lull because of it.
Speaking of which, we're gonna get this out the way. You definitely getting it.
What?
You definitely buying this shit on Blu-ray, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, when it come out, I'm getting it.
It's gotta be in a collection.
It has to be.
It's gotta be in a collection.
The no skippable part, it wasn't bad enough for me to skip that.
Yeah,
if I put it on, I won't.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And then this is what I was about to say. In the moment, I was disappointed because it went so long. I was happy at first when that scene started, and then I was getting disappointed. And then it picks right back up. The film picks right back up.
But it starts speeding then. It's like,
so then I forget about it, and then by the end of the movie, I'm like, I tell her, I'm like, I'm actually good with it, because we both looked at each other when it was happening, like, here we go. But by the end of the movie, I'm like, we both said it at the same time, like, I'm kind of good with that scene. It was cool. I'm cool with it now. Like, I get it now. It's cool.
You seen both credits, right? You seen both credits, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. The movie was a banger, bro. It was a banger,
so
bro.
it's like, all right, cool. When we finally get introduced to the vampires, right? The lead bull. It was so crazy that, you know how good a movie is when I want backstories to multiple shits? Mm-hmm. I want his backstory.
Yeah.
They was trying to say it, like, because, you know, the shorty let on that she knew more than everybody else, the witch doctor Joe. I want to know her. I want to know how she knew all this shit. You know, she's obviously like a shaman or some shit.
Deep down in the South, that hoodoo go, that's run deep.
That's what I'm saying. So they lost their baby, whatever. And they was cool. I was like, when she did a little fortune teller shit, and it was like, yo, man, like if I turn, boom, boom, like she's definitely fucking turning.
100%.
They're not gonna fucking say it.
We knew that.
So I'm sitting there like, all right, cool. So once the vampires got introduced, the three vampires that started out, the way they played their roles.
Yeah, I loved it. Bro,
I'm sitting there like, it's the ominous of it. Like I'm sitting there like, everything about it, like everybody's facial.
I loved it.
The facial acting, Delroy Lindo.
Yeah. Oh, nigga.
God, bro.
Cornbread. Oh. Every scene Cornbread was in was...
Ik ben de freaky, hang the zing ziggy. Ik ben de freaky. Remember that nigga?
100%, bro.
I'm the zing ziggy that make the zing ziggy.
Bro, like, yo.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah. Cornbread the vampire? Oh, man. He brought it as a vampire, bro.
Fuck Stack say to that nigga when he was in the field, yo? Man, fuck your wife.
Yo, that scene was heavy, bro. And then you seen she was like, how much he paying though, nigga? Like,
the one-liners in this shit when old boy, when Sam went to the white Joe, was like, yo, man, I'm the boy that you saw. Remember you was talking about, he's like, boy, if you don't get the fuck out of my face. But if you think about it, it's the little shit. Like that scene when they first went up, when they was actually come in, when they playing their shit, look at the faces of everybody there. They was in this pure, utter, like, what the fuck is this?
Right.
Except for Stack.
Yeah.
He was the one like, hey, all right, yeah. Like, that nigga's about to be a villain. It was so much in there that was PMA. Wouldn't have been me.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have been me, bro. I wouldn't have been out there trying to goddamn, because they needed the bread, because I didn't know they was in it. They was in it.
Like the shorty said, you didn't rob multiple sides, they gonna come pulling up on you.
So let me go out there and see, boom, boom. I think Hugget got bored, went to go take a 2-year piss. I knew he was getting got.
You knew that was gonna happen. I honestly thought Delroy, I thought he was got and we didn't see it. When they was eating the garlic, I'm like, oh, he's the one. So that caught me off with the ball that was knocked smooth the fuck out. That caught me off guard.
Let's stay there. The garlic scene. First of all, Delroy Lindo was a fucking nut for that. First of all. Second of all, put yourself, because Smoke already proved that he about it.
Right.
And he don't ask no questions about it. Stack already told him, like, yeah, I ain't do nothing about that. When I came too, Smoke killed all of them.
Right.
Like, Smoke is about that life.
100%.
So when Shorty didn't want to eat the garlic, I was sick. It's the only time I don't like being that guy in the theater. But I was loud as shit when that fucking goddamn kid was that quiet. I was like, man, shoot that bitch, yo. Like, what we doing here, yeah? Bitch, if you don't eat this fucking garlic. I'm sitting there like, yo, shoot this hoe. Yeah. But she got on my fucking nerves at that point, and the goddamn got the fuck on my nerves.
I liked her. I didn't have a problem with her. I did.
Here's the thing, bro.
I hated what she did.
What the fuck you thought you was gonna do?
With the come on in, then motherfucker. That
shit
pissed me off. That did piss me off. What you thought you was gonna do? Like
because I know you understand. First of all, that's not telling your daughter did. That's first thing you there. Like that's not telling she gone.
Straight like that.
Especially because your pop out there know where she at.
Fact.
And he out there motherfucker like, come on, y'all, let's get the car started, yo. Them niggas stay trying to get the fuck out of there.
Still, what they was talking slick, bro.
Niggas told me something. We out here, we out here. Who out here, Cornbread? You know what? Just give me my fucking butt.
Yo, just let me in, yo. Just invite me in. Just invite me in.
Man, he said, man, you been out here all day, yo. Man, just put me in this motherfucker. Beautiful shit. But the duality between Smoke and Stack was like,
Yeah, I loved it. I loved it.
if you ever had a brother, bro, it's like I never had a twin, but I would understand. You spend your whole life with this person. Like that was the only time I seen Smoke about to crack.
Yeah. When he was holding him,
he was like, "It's my fucking brother, yo." Like,
yo, get
especially when he came back, and then he tried to talk to him through the door.
Yeah,
and was like, "Man, shut your ass up! I'm talking to my big brother."
Right.
And he was like, that was the only time I was like, this nigga might crack.
Yeah.
But when she called him in, and I thought he killed him, all that shit when he showed up at the end, I was thoroughly got.
So
bro.
to see that end credit, if y'all ain't see it at the very end,
oh, they looking like fucking goddamn
he's
Big
still
Daddy
alive.
Kane.
He got
shit.
the Coogee on. I had that same Coogee back in the day too.
With the goddamn with the you see he had the
crazy how Coogees went out of style and they coming back in.
The minor details. You see this neck piece?
Yeah.
He got the Jesus piece on, but he don't got a cross in his gold. Because he can't wear a cross.
That's a fact.
But he still wanna act like he's a God fair. He still wanna act like a human.
I thought it was dope. Just that whole last scene, just him and Sammy kicking it, and Sammy like, I'm gonna live my fucking life. This nigga not gonna kill me now. At this point, you can tell.
I don't care.
Yeah, it's like it is.
I don't care.
So I'm all just getting.
And he's still even offered him
loose.
like he's still like, you can.
Yeah, I know,
forever,
right?
bro.
I know.
But the crazy thing is, like, what was dope about it was his vampire instincts didn't override the love he had for his brother.
Facts.
Because in all other movies, once you become a vampire, you don't give a fuck about nothing.
I did think that was a little bit dope how they kind of merged off of the traditional vampire rules.
Because I thought all them boys lost themselves when they was out there. The way they was talking,
I was
like, they lost themselves. They just trying to get them out there to make more vampires. But I'm like, oh, they still got
when they was out there with the Irish jig and shit.
That's the motherfucker was in the air like, like the camera angles, bro. Like when Shorty left was like, man, fuck y'all. I ain't fuck with y'all. And then you see the blurred out camera angles and you see take flight.
Oh yeah.
I said,
oh yeah,
bro.
I did think, and it was only a momentarily thought, and then again in the bigger scheme of things, a lot of these thoughts that I had they purged because it was like, no, it was a good movie overall. But I did think, damn, I would have had like to see a little bit more vampirism, just a little bit more killing, maybe a little bit more. From dusk till dawn. When it went down there from dusk till dawn, it was a lot of vampirism.
Well, the only problem. I know what it would fix that.
And so what they could have did,
all them motherfuckers that left.
That's what they could have did. That's what they could have gave me a 30 to 60 second scene of them getting slaughtered out there and do wild camera angles, cut scenes. You know what I mean? I'm cool with that. But then to see them all pop up in the films, like, oh yeah, that's the niggas who left. Oh, we didn't get to see them get turned. Damn.
The movie is already 2 hours.
I know.
You want to make a 3-hour film, bro.
Bro, you could have gave me one more minute. One more minute of seeing niggas getting ripped up out there.
Nigga, you have any idea what kind of fucking budget that would have had to put the cost?
I'm just saying. You already went all in.
They ran out of budget. Fuck, yo. They said, yo, them niggas turned down, whatever. But all in all,
great film.
I'll fucking stand the film,
Great
yo.
film.
Like I said, I gave it a 10 out of 10. He gave us 9 out of 10. What, 9 out of 10?
I like a 9. I like a strong 9. Like I was at first, I was like, man, it's like 8-7, and then I like probably an hour after I got home, I was like, no, that's a 9, no less than.
Because you start putting shit together. Like I could see what the vision they was trying to do.
100%.
As far as what they went as mythology and what they went as like with God and the Bible and all that stuff, like. Lucifer was the musician. Mm-hmm. That's why they say music is the devil. Boom, boom. And it was like all that shit just made sense.
Absolutely.
It all made sense. And then it all culminated with them last 2 scenes. And I was like, with the last 2 end credits, I'm like, that's how you do a movie.
In the very last end credit, when he's back in the church, so I had to piss bad. So I went and took a leak. And then I came back and was able to catch that John. He was in there getting busy, bro. Dude, Sammy's voice is so unique, bro.
He's good. I heard he really liked that, though. Like, he's really
I like that.
So I might pay attention to the boy. Like I said, good film. Go see it if you haven't seen it. Oh, yeah. Before we're going to put that in the beginning. It was a spoiler, obviously. Spoiler alert.
Obviously.
It's a fucking review. You clicked it.
I think I'm going to go watch it again like this week. Because I'm part of, shout out to Fandango Club member. And they give me wild free shit all the time. And I got like wild free tickets on deck. I think I'm going to go watch it again this week.
That's how you know something like. To be like an 8.5 and above, it's something I would have to go. I can go see again.
100%.
Like the first Joker, I saw 3 times.
Yeah, exactly. There it is, right there. That's a perfect example.
The first Joker to me was 10 out of 10 movie.
100%. I agree.
I don't rarely give out 10 out of 10s,
I
yo.
agree.
But I gave out this one, Joker, like, those were 10 out of 10s because of the fucking story and the plot got it.
Yep.
And the acting, Joaquin Phoenix.
And the score. Like, for a lot of movies, you can be checking off all these boxes, but if your score, if you're not attacking me through the audio visual,
bro. I gave the black nigga 9.5.
This is why, you know what I mean? Y'all heard what I said on that review. Y'all heard me.
I was being a nut on that joke because he was being a nut. We both was on the extremes, bro. We both was on the extremes. I was only being a nut because this thing gave it a fucking 3. Like, if y'all want to watch that, it's on TikTok, man. Go back and see that shit. But I only did that because I was just thinking about like,
a good score. I think audio for me is one of the biggest. It's one of the things that goes untapped so often in movies. But if you get it right, it takes your shit to a whole nother level, bro.
Same thing with camera angles, bro. That's why Interstellar was so good. Because
I need to rewatch that. Only seen it once. I need to rewatch that,
bro. And I say the same thing when people look at me the same way when I say I only seen the first Black Panther once.
Bruh.
We seen it in theaters, bro.
Who's this guy? Who's this guy?
Because once I was thinking about seeing it again, yo, he was about to die, and I was like, It's only seen one. Both Black Panthers only seen one time a piece.
Only seen the second one once, and it's on my to-do list of shit to rewatch. Like,
I'm gonna have to rewatch it before they start, because phase what is it 4 we in?
I don't know.
The Dr. Doom shit. By the way, they started fucking goddamn. They started. What's the name for that? They started shooting for that.
Bruh, I know.
I mean, niggas in that joint. You seen the script? You seen the?
I wish you had seen the Thunderbolts so we could talk about it today.
Hey man, I'm gonna go see it this week.
For those who seen Thunderbolts, y'all know what I'm talking about, right?
Go see it this week, yo. Go see it this week, yo. I heard they got some high ass scores, bro.
I'm giving it a high score, but I don't want to taint you, so I ain't gonna give what I'm gonna give.
Rotten Tomatoes already did that.
All right, hold on. Let me just get this out real quick because it's on my joint. Hey yo, Marvel, y'all did a disservice. Y'all should have chopped down these ads going into the movie, bro. All I heard multiple times was, I seen commercials, bro, in the middle of the playoffs game. Commercials, the best movie since Endgame. I seen that shit like 10 times before watching Thunderbolts. Them saying that Thunderbolts is the best movie since Endgame. You can't do that.
Yeah.
As a company, you can't do that unless it's true.
Same thing happened for Sinners with me when I was watching a playoff game. A fucking thing came up for Sinners and shit. They said it was one of the Rotten Tomatoes only 100% fucking film.
Yeah, like, and so when you set the bar that high, bro. Unfortunately, now I'm using that. Like,
but what? Before we get out of here, this is what I'm gonna fucking say. Like fucking corny ass Mao and Rory and shit. Don't be a cornball.
Right.
Don't ever be a cornball. Don't go against the grain just because niggas like something. That's corny.
Facts.
If you genuinely like something, like it. Don't be like, I'm gonna be the clickbait. I'm gonna be the different nigga, yo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the fucking new nigga. No, you look like a fucking dickhead.
Yeah, that's all. That's what it come down to.
Unless you my man Meech, yo, we gonna get to you. But you just
Oh, and whatever Meech wants to text you, me and Meech had a discussion about it last night, and he definitely has changed his opinion. His score went up a lot higher.
It did.
So me and him, we on the same page. Shout out, Meech.
He shout out, but that shit you hit me with it first. I was like, usually he being a nut. He's being a fucking nut, yo. Anyway, didn't see it? Go see it. Sinners, we PMA, we out. Bitch.
From the 215 to 302, we kicking some facts and talking the news. We keeping it real while acting a fool. So pardon my arrogance and let me holla at you.